What? This isn't a music video. Where's Els? What the? Where are you? What's going on? Tea, coffee, family, friends, go ahead. Khabib, McGregor, two forces of nature colliding. Yislam li ya salam. Khabib is a fighter, is a man, is an energy that I have been following and has gained my support. McGregor, I had followed him from the beginning, his very humble beginnings when he was much quieter, moving up through the ranks. Really such an example of what, you know, being a visionary looks like, and having, you know, the law of attraction and being a stoic, working for what you want. Love that about him. And they had a press conference. I'm going to go ahead and react to the press conference. I heard it was quite the spectacle. They didn't let fans in, I heard, but I heard that it was very much two competing energies in the room. And I love that, because this is exactly what's going to be happening on October 6th with this fight. Khabib McGregor. Yallah.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Just to remind you, UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor is sold out.
Oh, he looks so calm.
Live on pay-per-view.
I came back for the love of this, to come and shoot this man up. A little rat.
That's a bottle there. I think he's sponsoring or he's endorsing something there now. This is McGregor's return from the boxing scene after his massive multi-million-dollar paycheck. Doesn't really have a reason to come back. Now he's back. And obviously, being the businessman that he is, trying to take advantage of every opportunity and seize every moment that he can, it's not surprising to me that he's in fact coming with a bottle. He probably owns the label and trying to show that sponsorship.
A little weasel, a little hard man in groups. I've met many of them through my years. A man who grows in numbers, but on his own, and when confronted in a similar situation, cowers away. And that's what you saw with that little on the bus over there. He his jokes after doing something to his own countryman that had nothing got to do with anything. And that's it. I came back for the love of
his own countryman. So that's interesting. He's bringing, one of his angles is actually bringing a little bit of politics into it and like nationality into it. Trying to show that Khabib may be disloyal or a traitor of some sort. And he's actually trying to pull some strings. This is interesting. This is actually not fight related. Maybe a sign of early insecurity from Conor McGregor.
Fighting and the love of war, and this I am going to truly love, putting a bad beating on this little glass jaw rat.
I'm come here for smash this guy. I don't want to
Smash me,
talk.
mate. Smash me.
Don't wanna,
Yeah, smash me.
I can
You say send
Oh, he's so calm. Conor's yelling and everything. I can smash you. Smash me, mate. Smash me. Do it right now. I can smash you. It's no problem.
Send location. Here he is, right here in front of you. I'm right in front of you.
I think it's gonna be a long night for him.
Okay, so there they took some shots from the bottle. Seems like Dana had taken one with him. Interesting. I mean, Dana is just trying to sell the fight, obviously. There's no question there, but definitely there's favoritism for sure. The poster child, the moneymaker, the UFC is in the same room, 2 belts on the table, and you know, Dana's all over that for sure. Khabib, you can actually just tell just by looking at this picture too, like the proximity, right? Like Dana is so much closer. I know he's leaning in a little bit, but even where they're sitting, like Khabib is just so much further from it all. He's just completely disconnected with this whole spectacle that's going on here. Meanwhile, you can really tell the camaraderie, and you can tell that they're clearly on the same wavelength, whereas Khabib is really much in his own.
It's gonna be a long night.
Yes.
He knows this.
Lord, save me that.
He knows this. He knows this. I stay relaxed. I don't feel nothing. I know I have location.
I stay on bus.
6 October.
I stay on bus.
6 October.
Yeah.
In the bus.
Like,
this is very typical of Conor. When the conversation is happening, he redirects it into the path that he wants to take. The conversation was not to his benefit. He wasn't actually gaining anything from that exchange between Khabib and the reporter. So he went ahead and he started yelling over, "I stay on bus, I stay on bus," referring back to an event that he knew would get Khabib's attention, cut all communication with the reporter. And now look, Khabib is now turned towards McGregor. The conversation is happening there. McGregor's got him right where he wants him.
We talked before, like direct in Twitter. You remember this? When we...
You see, look, McGregor is not listening to what he's saying. He hears him, but he's not listening because he's always on the offense. He doesn't have a reply, I don't think, just based on how he's looking and how he's not really acknowledging Khabib and what he's saying. He had an agenda, he has his speaking points, he has the angles that he wants to go ahead and take advantage of. He doesn't want to work outside of those boundaries. And Khabib is now introducing something that's outside of those boundaries, and his reaction to it's really, really interesting. Let me just bring that back a little bit.
You remember this? When we talked? You remember this?
You bought me t-shirts, you're a little fat.
Yeah, black.
See?
Like 2014.
See, he just went back. You bought my t-shirts. You were a little whatever. Listen, man, don't even go there, blah, blah, blah. Like he does not want to venture down an uncomfortable path or a path that he hasn't prepared for. And Khabib isn't trying to break him either, it seems. Like he's really not trying to, like others have failed in the past, beat Conor at his own game. It won't happen. Beat Conor in the octagon. That has happened before. Khabib knows it.
This is called prize fighting. But thankfully, I'm such a crafty individual with my other entities and my entire game as a whole that I don't actually...
I'm gonna put him back to box. I'm gonna put book.
The bang off me.
You have to fight only box because you can't compete with high-level guys who have
to
wrestling.
Fight for money no more. Thank the Lord.
You
Jesus
fight with
hates
small
Christ.
guys in
I don't
fight
have to
division.
fight
And
for
these
money
guys
no more.
who have...
Oh,
Okay,
let me play this out.
What are you talking about? Your wrestling is zero. Your grappling is zero.
Stall it then,
I'm gonna
Stall
mow
it.
you.
Let's wrestle, kid.
Let's wrestle.
Oh man, okay, I love this. So Khabib is being, by the way, just so you guys know, the title and everything, like that was just to pull you guys in, and I'm a huge McGregor fan, don't get me wrong. I love talent when I see it. I love drive and passion and entrepreneurship and everything. He represents all of those things, but Khabib is just a whole nother beast. And he's really going to do something vicious, I believe. And I really love the two energies are literally competing with one another, and neither one has actually failed yet. Khabib is trying to stay as factual and tactical as possible, talking about the fight. Conor, he made a religious reference. So he had made a national reference, a nationalism reference about Khabib betraying his own countrymen. Now he's making a religious reference. I have never seen or heard Conor talk about God or Jesus or praise the Lord or anything of that manner. Now Khabib is a Muslim. He's a devout Muslim. I think even a drink was offered to him and he said, "I don't drink." And he's really, really, really hard-lined in that way. Those are his convictions. That's another angle that Conor is trying to exploit. And also him mentioning all of his ventures and all of his businesses and stuff. I worry that he may not be focused for this fight.
Let's wrestle.
6 October, let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle.
See, now he's making fun of his accent. So you can see clearly that he's going back to a secure place that he knows, and then he repeats it over and over again. And the crowd isn't at this press conference. This was a private conference with just the media. Conor McGregor is an extrovert. He draws his energy from exterior sources. Khabib is an introvert. He can sit there quietly and mindfully and just absolutely be pensive and think about everything that's on his mind and not even flinch. But you can see here Conor's having a really hard time without the crowd's pump up and reaction.
Yeah, you hope, mate. You're going to be wrestling my knuckle out of your orbital bone.
I think I'm gonna make him tired and after play with him. Because when he tired, he always give up. He don't like, he's like, when you go to he moved to box and he tap there. Like when someone punch you like 10.
Yeah,
so the verbal didn't work. Now Conor's going towards the non-verbal by putting his feet up on the chair.
He don't like, he's like when you go to he moved to box and he tap there.
You see?
Like when someone
he wants the photo op. He wants people to look at sort of to show that picture of the conference and him sitting there with his feet up on the table and Habib just talking.
Punch you like 10.
You tap the bus window, kid.
You tap
You tap the bus window.
See, he's going back to a story that he knows is going to pull a string.
You tap the little stop the bus.
And by the way, there are videos, people were actually recording in the bus. Habib was begging the driver to open the door. He actually wanted to get off the bus.
You tap 4 times. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You tap 4 times. You tap 4 times.
So what? I'll tap your head off the
like
canvas,
chicken.
kid.
You tap like
I'll
chicken 4
tap
times.
your head off the canvas. All his pony talk is going to be put on blast October 6th.
You have a round in mind?
As long as it takes. I believe one. He's a glass jaw. And I've seen this man wobble many times. I've seen his brother sparked unconscious in another promotion. I know he is afraid of us.
There's another angle. Bring the brother in, bring the family in. So we had, let's count it down. National traitor, Jesus Christ. So just showing that religious discrepancy, offering him a drink, testing his religious beliefs, and now bringing his brother into the mix. A lot of emotional angles, not too many tactical or fight-related ones.
Smack. And if you're afraid of a smack off me, a smack will feel like a double-barrel shotgun. So I believed inside the force, but I have been wrong before. I will be prepared for 5 rounds. You're looking at a fighting veteran. I've came through it all.
Oh my God. See, Conor knows how to sell a fight too, right? Like, you got to give him the props there. Like, he's going to make Habib a lot of money. He's going ahead, and those antics actually work, right? Like, having the police up there is great. The visual, love that. Everybody's pretty much in black, and he kind of looks like the Joker in this scene, you know, just with the nice, vibrant, flashy colors and the attitude and the bottle and everything. Like, it is very much a chaotic energy that's coming off of him. He wants to dismantle the calmness by this controlled chaos, this anarchy. He wants to introduce a little bit of anarchy in the scene by bringing up some of the things I mentioned.
Yeah?
He wants to get nice and close. Yeah, proximity is key when you're trying to break somebody. Oh, just not even a flinch. Habib is just stone cold. Look at that. Just
don't come at the king. Don't ever come at the king.
Don't come at the king. I'm excited for that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you liked that little analysis. Thought I would bring it in, a nice little treat, something different for the family, man. Go ahead and subscribe and like this if you did, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, but you can go ahead and...